Hey guys, Sublord here, back again with another action figure review. And today we'll be taking a look at... Alright, that's enough of that. Either way, 80s band references aside, today we'll be taking a look at the Marvel Legends Nemesis Build-A-Figure Wave X-Treme X-Men Wolverine, brought to us by the fine folks over at Hasbro. Anyone remember the band X-Treme? I got some videos on the channel of them from when I went and saw them live with Godsmack a couple years ago, so check that out if you haven't already. But if you were wondering why I had such a beautiful melody at the beginning of this video, that is why, because I couldn't help but make an obscure band reference, because that's the type of quality entertainment you get here for free on Overlord Productions. But with that being said, before we get too far ahead of ourselves, why don't we cut right to the chase and get into the meat and potatoes of this review and take a look-see at all X-Treme Wolverine has to offer in terms of accessories, starting off with some alternate hands, of course. He's got a pair of fisticuffs. It's way easier to just swap some fists on than take all those claws out. Which, as far as I know, on every single Wolverine figure, you can take them out. So there's that. And then we also get an open hand and a pointy finger hand. That said, if I'm not mistaken, these are the exact same hands we got with the Astonishing Wolverine. So there's that. But that's your lot for accessories. It would have been nice to get another head. A more, stoic head. This one's rather, well, let's say, not happy to be here. But tough crap, Logan. You're stuck with us for now. At least until we ship you off to a friend of the channel, Evil Villain. So we have a trade going on. But I wanted to check this figure out. See what he was all about. So here we are. That said, for a figure I'm not holding on to, he's not half bad, but he's not the best either, and we'll get into that. But as far as articulation goes, his head, look all around. Look up, down, he will tilt a little bit. His shoulders will pop up. He does have that butterfly joint, but it feels super gummy on this guy. I'm half tempted to put a little dab of soap in there to loosen that up for friend of the channel, Evil Villain, but he probably doesn't mind. But I don't know, it just feels like it's not moving, but it is. It's very weird, but it does work pretty well. Can rotate the arm all the way around. He's got swivel at the bicep, double jointed elbow, swivel at the wrist with a hinge, ab crunch that moves that far forward, that far back, waist twist. Oh, there we go. Waist twist. It was just stuck because of the belt. I didn't know the belt was a separate piece. I thought that was like molded to his waist there. Hips up, kick forward, back a little bit, out to the side. He's got a thigh cut. Not too gummy on that thigh cut. Give him that. Double jointed knee. That works okay. No boot swivel. A lot of Wolverines with no boot swivel. I swear the last one we, oh no, Secret Wars had one. I was gonna say the Engine of Vengeance. Yeah, because that came out. Weapon of Vengeance had one, but no, Secret Wars is the most recent one. He's got a hinge in the foot with a rocker, and peg holds the bottom of the feet. A little bit of tread on the boot, but not bad. It's alright. Probably one of the better figures of the wave, but to be honest with you, that's not saying a whole heck of a lot. This wave is very mid, to me at least, but this Wolverine is a pleasant surprise. And that head sculpt ain't bad. It's just be nice to get one that wasn't so unhappy to be here. That said, I do see a lot of people, like, I think, doing a head swap with Astonishing to make Wolverine as he appeared towards the end of that old show X-Men Evolution, which is kind of why Evil Villain wanted this. So, I gets it. I got you. That said, I would much rather get the orange Wolverine from that series. That'd be kind of cool. But at any rate, it's time now that we move right along to take a look at some size comparisons. First up, here is good old X-Treme Wolverine alongside a couple other figures from this Nemesis Build-A-Figure wave, ones that actually do come with Build-A-Figure parts. We have the X-Force Nightcrawler and the Age of Apocalypse Gambit, and since Wolverine is supposed to be a shorter fella, yes, I think he scales quite nicely with these guys. That said, stay tuned. We got this entire Nemesis Build-A-Figure wave coming at you on the channel throughout the course of the next week, so I hope you guys are excited for that. Quote-unquote excited, because, well, they're not all winners, people. Instead, getting them out of the way so we can bring in our two regulars, the Myth Legion's Brother Mandibilith, right here, and the infamous Living Spawn, who, as usual, towers over everyone, not just because Wolverine is a short fellow, but because good old Al Simmons here is not a 6-inch scale figure. So, with that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and while he may not do a whole heck of a lot for me personally, I have to say that good old Wolverine from the X-Treme X-Men here is probably one of the better figures from this Nemesis Build-A-Figure wave, despite the fact that, no, this is not a figure I'm going to be holding on to. As I mentioned early on in this review, I'll be sending this guy off to my good buddy, Evil Villain, for a little trade we've been working on. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Until next time, catch you guys later.